In this video, I got a puncture, I got lost,
It appears that I'm lost.
and I got caught in torrential rain.
I am currently just outside of Bruges, Belgium. Managed to find a quite nice, quiet space for me to park and then spend the night. It's a little nature reserve just outside of Bruges, nice and quiet with some lovely scenery. I'm just going to go for a little walk, see what's about. Google lied. It is not that great. It is quite a short walk though, but I did some more researching and I can see that there are a couple of nice spots about a mile or so from here. I'm way too tired to be walking it today, so I think I'm just going to kip in for the night, get some well needed rest. Once I've done that, hopefully, if it's anything like last night, I don't think I'm going to get much sleep, but fingers crossed. I have learned from my mistake from yesterday, so don't leave the front windows open, only leave the back ones open with the mosquito mesh so that I don't get any bugs in, as those kamikaze flies were terrible. Before going to bed tonight, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time editing some videos. Today's plan is to go down to the city centre in Bruges. I need to exchange some money, some of my King Sterling for some euros. I left the UK about 3 days ago with no euros on me at all. Luckily I have been able to get away with my credit card. However, it's always a good idea to have some euros on you, as some places they don't take cards. So first thing to do is get some cash, then go and do some touristy stuff such as sightseeing and see what the whole city is about. And finally, go to a cafe, do some editing, as I've been neglecting my editing since I've left the UK. I've got quite a bit of a backlog to do now, so once that's out the way, I can actually enjoy exploring the city more. Sit rep. I'm lost. I only went out for a quick walk in the woods. What appears is quite a vast area of woodland here. I kind of lost my way. I'm just walking around to see if I can find a car park. It's not very well signposted either, so that doesn't help. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I shall find a car soon. Update. I just met a lovely local. He's kindly pointed me in the right direction. I think I'm going in the right direction, but we'll see. I found a car park. Finally. What a palaver that was. But it was a nice walk in the morning, so I can't complain. It's just part and parcel of exploring the world really, so no issues there. There's my baby, Rabin.
Unfortunately, my excursion came to an abrupt halt thanks to the torrential rain.
The pancake and coffee wasn't quite satiating enough, so I went and got myself a chicken panini. The weather has been horrible all day, so I'm heading back to the car, get some relaxation, maybe make myself a hot brew. Right guys, I had a disaster on the way. Unfortunately, I had a little puncture, so I had to pull over in a service station to change the tyre over. The other one is in the back, right next to my bed. Right, there it is. It's not giving me much room. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gonna have to be for tonight. I will have to go to a garage, get some new tyres fitted, and also check the front tyre as well. This front tyre here seems to be deflating for some reason. I suspect it's a slow puncture. I think I'm just going to get the two of them changed just so that I don't have any further issues. And it's also pissing down, so I'm going to have to set my bed up quickly, hit the sack, wake up early and go and get the car sorted. Thank you. Good morning guys, it's day 4 of my journey around the world, and last night I had a puncture. Yeah, took me a while to change the tyre over, but it's changed over. The tyre is currently in the back there, which I will need to take to a garage to get some new ones fitted, and from there see what day brings. I resorted to wearing jeans again, and I have my jacket on. It is quite cold. I think it's roughly about 14, maybe 15 degrees Celsius, with a bit of wind chill, and it's also raining, which isn't a great mix, but it is what it is. I think it's time I should get a move on, put some new tyres on, and continue with the journey. Sit rep. I just arrived at the garage, but it appears that they are closed, so I'm going to have to find an alternative. That's not what I was hoping for, but we just have to deal with it, unfortunately. There is another garage about 15 minutes drive from here, so I think I'm just going to pop into that one quickly. But before I do that, I'm going to get some breakfast. I'm starving.
Çok gezdiği için sülale her gittiği yerden almış. Diyarbakır Çınar'a sürgün gitmişti.
What a nice man he was. He turned out to be half Turkish, half Kurdish, and he's been living in Belgium for the past 37 years. But no, we had a lovely chat. We spoke for a while, and he refused to let me pay, even though I did try quite hard to not get him to pay for me. He was very adamant that he wanted to pay for my breakfast today, so unfortunately I had to lay him, because that's the Turkish custom. Once they offer you the food, they will not back down, and it will just turn into a fight if you don't let them pay. So I had to admit defeat and let him pay for my breakfast. But I am now on my way to the second tyre shop. Hopefully they are open and I can get the new tyres fitted. Otherwise, I'm a little screwed. Top tip for any of my viewers: if a Turkish or Kurdish guy offers to pay for your food, don't say no, because it will turn into a fight eventually, as they won't allow you to pay for it once they, you know, get to know you a bit and then actually like you. So yes, top tip: if they offer, let them pay. Right guys, I've just arrived at the second garage. They seem to be open, but not sure if they have my tyre size yet, so I will need to go in and ask to see whether or not they have them. Update: unfortunately, they don't have any tyres in my size.
Okay.
Thank you. Danke. Unfortunately, they don't have any tyres in my size, so I've been recommended another place about 13 minutes drive from here. I'm headed there, so fingers crossed that they do have some tyres in my size. Otherwise, it's just going to be driving around until I find some, really. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I got quite a lot of plans for later on today, so I need to find some tyres. I'm at the third garage. Unfortunately, they don't have any tyres in my size either. So he's given me an address for a fourth garage. Hopefully there's some tyres there. He did say they have all brands and all sizes, so fingers crossed it's in there. But if they don't, then I'm not going to be very happy, unfortunately. This is getting quite frustrating now. It's the bloody third garage and they don't have any tyres. What a ridiculous thing. It is what it is. It's time for the fourth garage. The fourth garage is a no-go. While they were open and they did have the tyre size, they were trying to charge me ridiculous amounts, 250 euros per tyre. I know they had much cheaper options there, but because I'm a tourist, they decided to go for the most expensive option and try to get me to buy them. So I was just like, no thank you. I know I can buy the tyres for a lot cheaper, probably around the 100-120 pound mark. But yeah, I'm not paying 250 euros for a single tyre. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, fifth. I'm on my way to the fifth garage now, so hopefully fifth time lucky. Wish me luck. Sit rep. I managed to find a garage and got 2 new tyres, but unfortunately I had another problem. One of the valves had snapped off, and that's what caused the tyre to deflate. Now unfortunately it is a valve with a sensor. Now the garage did not have any sensors available, so I had to order one from Mazda directly, and unfortunately they didn't have any in stock, so they've ordered one in for me, which will come in, she said, tomorrow or the day after, so we've no idea how long it's going to take, but hopefully a couple of days. Now once that's in, I have to go and collect it from the Mazda dealership, come back to the garage so they can have it fitted. Now the reason I'm going through all this rigmarole is that because the sensor isn't attached to the wheel, I'm getting warning signs on the car dashboard, which is very annoying indeed. Now because it doesn't know that there's a sensor in there, he believes that there's an issue with the actual tyre pressure itself. Now if there are any issues with the other tyres, I wouldn't know, because it doesn't distinguish between which tyre is having the issue. All it says is that your tyre needs some inflating. So for safety purposes, I will have to go back to the Mazda garage either tomorrow or Saturday to collect that sensor with the valve and have it fitted at the garage. I have yielded. I have booked a hotel room for the next 2 nights. The last few days in the car has taken its toll on me. I haven't been able to sleep very well. So I decided to book a hotel for a couple of nights just to get some shut-eye, get some rest, and see what the next week brings.
Yeah.
B&B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Booking.
Ima još nešto rezervisano u Belgiji. Čovjek stoji ovdje pri svratu. Ali na engleskom priča.
Hello. Hiya. Got a reservation?
Yeah, name,
Evren?
2 nights.
Yep. Is it okay to park here?
No, it's paid. You must go back at the big park spot there.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then it's 5 hours free.
5 hours free, and then have to pay? How much?
Then it's from 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, totally free.
Just in the morning, 8 to 9, so 1 hour.
No. From 8 at the evening.
Oh, at night, okay, yeah.
Till 9 tomorrow. I don't know, do you need tomorrow car or not?
I don't need a car, but I need it parked, so...
Yes, but tomorrow you then must pay €3.90. This big part.
Okay, for what, 1 hour or?
No, for all day.
Oh, for all day, okay.
All
That's
day.
perfect.
Don't forget it at 9 o'clock.
In the morning.
Yes.
I have to
9
go
or
and
10
get.
you must go. Yes, it's now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 o'clock you must do that.
Okay, that's
then
fine.
you're gonna be okay.
This is going to be my home for the next couple of nights. It's a little B&B just outside of Antwerp. It's a tiny little thing, but it will do the job for now. Just going to spend 2 nights here. This is the room, guys. A little chair there with a little mini fridge, a double bed. Quite a small room, but it'll do. The bathroom is not that bad actually, it's relatively large. Got my toilet there and shower there. It's not too shabby at all. Definitely seen better and seen worse, but it'll do for now.